Welcome. Thanks for joining me for yoga tonight. This will be a shorter practice you can do right before bed to help you unwind and get settled for a really good night's sleep. So we're just going to stay in a seated position for a moment or two. You can get comfortable here, sitting on a cushion, and closing your eyes, helping to shift your focus more to your inner landscape of your body. Start to pay attention to the breath, to the sound of your breath, to the incoming and the outgoing wave-like movement. And we're going to help to slow our breath down even more and release and let go of any physical stress or tension, any emotional or mental stress or tension you've maybe been holding on to today. So with your next breath in, deepening it, sinking it all the way down, and pause and hold your breath. With your exhalation, open your mouth, breathe out through your mouth. Nice long deep sigh. We'll continue that a couple more times. Breathing in slow and deep, pause and hold. And release through your open mouth with a nice soft sigh. It could be like you're also, the quality of your breath on the exhalation could be like you're fogging up a mirror or even blowing your breath out. One more like that. Good. This time, as you inhale, just sitting up nice and tall and opening the shoulders just a little bit more, opening the chest a little bit more. You can even reach back with your hands so they're behind you. Feeling that lovely stretch and opening in the front of your body. And as you exhale, let the shoulders now roll forward. Bring the arms forward. You can reach them out in front or hook them onto your legs here. Do that one more time. Come back to center and then slowly position your arms back, lifting through your chest. And this time as you exhale, start to come back to center and pull your arms forward. Hook them onto your legs. Pull up on your legs a little bit there. Feeling that nice stretch in your upper back. This time as you inhale, come back to center. Position your left hand down, and we're going to reach the right arm straight up and over into a side bend. Pausing here for a few breaths. And then as you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, we're going to sweep that arm right across to the opposite side. Hook the hand onto the knee and come into a twist towards the left. And just sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, release, come back to center. Bring your right hand down and your left arm reaches up and comes over for a side bend. And then you can come back to center and sweep that arm across to the other side and bring your hand behind you, sitting up nice and tall for your twist. Helping to squeeze out, wring out any tension from your back. And then on your exhalation, releasing, coming back to center. And we're going to slowly come out of our seated position and down onto the mat. So you can roll down really slowly onto your back and just having anything you need beside you for getting comfortable. You might do a bit of a supported position here. So if you have blocks or a cushion you can use to place underneath your hips, so we're going to do that right away. But before we do that, we're just going to slowly pull the knees in towards the chest and just do a little rocking from side to side. And just feel this through your back as you gently rock and helping to massage your back. And come back to center. You can also roll the legs in a circle in one direction. And then roll them both together in the other direction. And then this time I'm going to widen the knees apart, keep the feet close together, bring my arms in between the legs, and hook my hands onto the ankles or the feet, pressing the soles of your feet together, knees wide. And from here you can start to keep those knees bent in and wide and lift your feet up in the air for the happy baby pose. You can bring your hands wherever they're most comfortable here in this position. From here, you can also straighten your legs just a little bit. You can slide your hands down and yeah, just straighten the legs. You can bring the legs wider apart, holding on to them there. You can also press the legs together and then bend the knees into the chest, let the feet go. Well, this time lowering your feet right onto your mat. And this is where we're going to come into the supported version of the bridge pose. So if you want to grab something, cushion or block to place underneath your hips, and just try out that first level here of an inversion. See how that feels. You can rock your head from side to side. And then taking the other block, and if you want to place that other block, if you have one, or if you want to try coming up a little bit higher, position the other block underneath your hips here in a comfortable place. Make sure it feels right for you. Shift around a bit if you need to. And we're just resting on that support. If you'd like to, you can slowly reach your arms up over your head, connecting your hands together, pulling up a little bit more, reaching a bit more. Well, then you can slowly release your arms. And if you'd like to, on the support, you could try lifting your feet. You can try one foot at a time, lifting up off the floor and seeing if that feels okay to support the back of your hips there. And you can also lift your legs straight up in the air. This also can be done at the wall, supporting your legs are right against the wall here. Or you can just let them hang. If you find the right place to position the support, it feels quite effortless though to keep your legs in this raised position. Wonderful pose to do. Bring those legs up like this at the end of the day. It's so good. So just enjoy this position for the next few moments. When you're ready to come out, you can bend your knees in towards your chest again and slowly take one foot down at a time. Bring your feet a little closer and then press into your feet to lift up. You can rest on the one block that's left if you're using blocks or cushion. And then you can press your feet down, lift your hips up again to remove that last support. We're just going to take if you have a belt here, you don't have to have a belt, but it's handy. We're going to loop it around the right foot. If you don't have a belt, if you don't have a yoga belt, you can use a bathrobe tie, but you can also just hold on to the back of your leg here. We're just going to do a little leg stretch here. So positioning your leg just until you can feel that stretch in the back of your leg here. You can hold on to both ends of the belt, let that leg open out to the side for a few breaths. And you can bring it back to center. Switch hands on the belt, take that leg to the other side for a few breaths. And then you can take that leg back to center and bending the other knee again. You can bring that ankle to your thigh. And if it feels good, slide your hands behind your left knee, bring those legs in closer towards your chest here. Okay, we're going to slowly release that leg, bring the foot down, release the right leg, both feet on the floor. And when you're ready, placing the belt on your left foot, lifting that leg straight up in the air, pausing here to stretch out through that leg. And you can take both ends of the belt in your left hand, right arm, right leg out to the side as you open that leg out to the left. When you're ready, slowly come back to center. Switch hands on the belt and straighten out with your right leg and bring that leg over to the right. And then slowly come back to center. With that leg, you can bend the other knee again, foot on the floor, bring that ankle to your thigh. And if it feels good, slide your hands behind your right knee, bring your legs in towards your chest. We'll stay here for one more breath. And then you can slowly release. Let go of both legs, and we're going to get ready for Savasana. If you're doing this right before bed and you're ready for bed, you can always just shut off the video here and climb into bed into your Savasana right in your bed, which is really nice. But if you're not quite ready for bed yet, you can do just a shorter Savasana. Getting comfortable here. If you want to place something underneath your knees, let your knees go wide, feet together. That's always nice. Cover up your eyes. Cover up your entire body if you're cool. Get comfy here. Take a few more slow, deep breaths in and a long, slow breath out. Again, you can breathe out through your mouth, make a nice sigh sound to really help your whole body release and relax more deeply. Letting go of your day. And just releasing everything else. You getting ready for bed, so even if things are left undone, always get back to them tomorrow. For right now, there's nothing else you have to do. Just let yourself be here now, coming into your relaxation position. Softening everywhere, relaxing everywhere. And gently rock your head a few times from side to side. And slowly, you can bring your hands one on top of the other, right over your heart center, your upper chest here. And just feel like your heart is opening from within. Maybe you can visualize a nice warm, radiant glow shining. Or breathe softly in and out through your heart center. And say to yourself, I love myself. I love myself. And I'm making a commitment to myself to take really good care of myself. And listening to my needs, whatever they are, checking in day to day, supporting yourself this way. And then you can slowly reach your arms right over your head. Taking another deep breath in and out as you release your arms. And slowly bring your knees in towards your chest. And then rolling over onto your side. Pausing there for a moment. And then you can slowly make your way back up to sitting to finish the practice. And some days we only have time for a few minutes. Or it's good. It's of course a shorter practice, but it still is sweet. So taking a few moments to be grateful for this time that we have. I'm grateful for everything else that you have in your life. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Namaste.